So this is the chart of a lady, and she, as you can see, is in her 40 to 50 luck pillar. So the issue is this person accumulating, well, not accumulating, I think the word is generating wealth. Okay, now this person is a housewife, is thinking about going back to study to gain a degree either in finance or kids related field. Will this be a better money-making opportunity for her? Although she's now 40 plus, going back to work means she can have some steady income before retirement. She is uncertain if the money from the house with the investment strategy will last the next 40 years. Okay, so first of all, no need to be uncertain. I think we all know that living in this current age that we do, right? Okay, that nothing is going to last you 40 years, right? It doesn't matter how well you're invested. I mean, obviously, if you're invested by the millions, that's a different story. You could park it in a fixed deposit and, earn a decent income, right? But, the average person, a little bit difficult. Okay, so now let's look at this chart. And you guys can tell me, again, using the step-by-step system that we did last week. Okay, so first of all, what is the season of wealth for Ren water? What is Ren's wealth star? Fire, Bing, and Ting. So what season is fire strong? Okay, so summer is the strongest season. Now, this person is not born in summer. Yes? Do we agree? Everybody agree this person is not born in summer? Yes? Okay. So, in this chart, is wealth strong or weak? Okay, now we have to be a tad bit cautious, okay, because there is a partial combo, right? Okay, all right. So we need to account for the fact that there is a partial fire combination, right? Okay. However, I probably wouldn't put too much credence on the fire combination. Okay. Anybody want to guess why? No lah. Separated is the lowbrow answer. Separated is one thing, but what's more significant than separated is this guy interacts with this and interacts with this. Okay, now if separated but not touched, I probably would give it a bit more credence. Okay, but because separated and separated by somebody that actually negatively, or not negatively, but at least let's not say negative or positively, affects each of these stars' ability to come together. So therefore, I will give less credence to that. Okay, so the first thing is we can establish that, let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, the wealth is sort of a 4. Okay, it's not 2, not super weak. We give the combination a little bit of credence, okay, but it's not great either. Okay, so we know that wealth is weak in this chart. Okay, so now let's go back to the question. Person is a housewife, expecting whatever money they've had from the sale of a property to last them 40 years. Now, strong wealth, would we say the odds of a person's money being able to multiply in that fashion, or at least for them to work it, likely to happen? So meaning, this person now sold their property, okay, but they themselves are born a strong wealth month. Would we give them better odds on being able to make this money make more? Yes, because wealth in itself is in your chart already, right? Okay, so you will be able to relatively more likely than not figure out what to do with it next, or start your business, or do something with it, right? Work the money in essence, right? Okay, all right. Now, here's the other thing, okay? You will find that typically the wealth structures, or those that need wealth in their chart, will not give up working. All right, it's very rare for a wealth structure to give up working, okay, because they like to work. Okay, so you find that like wealth structures are usually workaholics. Okay, now in this particular case, wealth is weak, so the odds are that this person is probably not going to really be so ideally skilled or optimized based on their chart to be able to figure out ways or find ways to generate wealth. Okay, so since self-generation investment alone is too high risk, bearing in mind age, obviously if this happened at the age of 30, you still got runway, as we say. You got a runway for your plane to go down. Okay, this person is in her 40s. I mean, I don't know 40 exactly what, because I didn't really, hang on, let me just look at the chart. You see how 40 exactly it is. 1 second. Let's see. Oh, this chart doesn't give me the luck pillars. Okay, never mind. Well, anyway, person who submitted the chart, 40 what? How old is this person? 42 or 43. Okay, so just entered into this luck pillar. Okay, so now, nonetheless, 43 is quite tricky because runway is relatively short, right? Okay, now let's not talk about the luck pillars, because luck pillars are okay, but let's just talk about runway. Okay, runway is relatively short, bearing in mind not working, so no income coming in, right? Okay, so what advice would we offer to this person, bearing in mind that their concern is retirement, or at least making sure they have enough money going forward? Now the client has come, she's shown you her chart. You have now been told she cannot work because she legally cannot. She has a very, very niche type of job, right? Okay. It's a very inventive attempt, Sarah. Ask the spouse to give her allowance to invest the money, but we haven't even established if she can invest or not, right? Okay. So let's go back to this point. You're now given this chart, all right? You've now established all these obstacles to any kind of advice. Okay, because initially you made up your mind and said, tell her, no need, you just go back to work now, right? Okay, but then now she cannot work. Okay, all right. So what is the answer in this instance? Okay, now if this guy came to me and put all these obstacles in front of me, I would just say, no need to discuss your chart. Let's discuss your husband's chart. Okay. Everybody's like, what? Why would I can't do anything for her. The money is all coming from the spouse. He is the source of the income. Who cares about her? You worry about whether or not she's doing a good job as a mother, right? Because presumably that's the reason why she's not working as well. Maybe the children are young or whatever, right? Okay, so forget about that. Okay, look at the husband.